explain to you how to build chords so that you won't be like, what was he saying? Major chord, minor chord. The 1, the 3, and the 5 on the scale is major. So anytime you have a 1, 3, and a 5, what am I saying when I say 1, 3, 5? I'm count with your fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 3, and 5. Now don't get confused with the numbers here. I was using the numbers for the chords before. Now I'm saying the first position, the third position, and the fifth position on the scale is major. Now if I take the first position, the third position, I make it flat, and the fifth, it's a minor. Now if I take 1 flat third and fifth, that's minor. If I take 1 third, the fifth, and the seventh position, and you can do that with these fingers. I advise you normally to do chords with these 3 fingers, but if you're doing 4-finger chords, you can do them with these 4. That's kind of like to make has kind of like a jazzy sound to it. Now if I take the 1, 3, 5, and the 7th, flat 7th, not the regular 7th, but the flat 7th, that's a 7th or dominant 7th chord, and that gives a bluesy feel. There's some fingers left and right. Bluesy feel. Dominant 7ths, or just called plain old 7ths. Those are used a lot in blues and gospel, which gospel, black gospel, that sort of has some roots in blues, has some roots in gospel. Now if you take the 1, the 3, make it flat, the 5, and the 7th, that's called a minor 7th, and that gives it like a more urban sound. So when we take that's C, E flat, G, B flat, and that's found commonly in our urban music. And you can change the top 2 keys, the G and the B flat, you can put them down here. You can invert the chord as long as you have the chord, the note names. It doesn't matter what order you put them in, they'll still be the same chord. If I have anywhere I have an E flat, a F flat, a F regular, A, and a C flat, doesn't matter if it's not in the order that I like it, it's still a C minor 7th. I'm sorry. I should say an F minor 7th. This would be an A minor 7th, C minor 7th, F minor 7th, C minor 7th, F minor 7th, E flat, F, A flat, C, and leaving my fingers almost identical, but E flat, G, B flat, C. That's C minor 7th. Let's move on. Another way of looking at it, if you don't know all of your scales yet, which probably won't, I mean, there's no way you would have gone through all of those so quickly. The ones that I covered, I was just giving them to some of the more intermediate people. If you take a note, that's gonna be the name of your chord, and then count 1, 2, 3, 4 steps up, 4 half steps up. When I say half steps, you know what I'm talking about. The one right next to it. 1, 2, 3, 4 half steps up. That's a major third interval. See, the distance from here to here is a major third. Now, if I take a note and count 1, 2, 3 half steps up, that's called a minor third. So if I put a major third on top of under a minor third, I should say, major third and a minor third makes up a whole, I should say, a major chord. Major, minor, major third, minor third. That's a major chord. Now, if we do it backwards, put the minor one first. Minor interval is 3 half steps. You count up 1, 2, 3. And if you look at it this is the way I see it. But if you look at it musically, it's actually 4 steps because it counts the beginning step. And now you add a 1, 2, 3, 4 count, a major interval. That's what's called a minor interval. A minor third over a major third is a minor chord. It's a different way of looking at it. That way, for example, you say, and let's not do it 4 steps and 3 steps. Let's put it 5 steps and 4 steps, because let's count the first one that we start with. If we're gonna start on A flat to make A flat major, that's 5 steps for a major third and interval, and 4 steps for a minor third interval. 1, let's count the one that we start with. 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's a major third. Now let's count the one that we start with, C, and 1, as 2, 3, 4. 4 steps, that's a minor third interval. See, you just made A flat major without having known the A flat major scale. Same thing, you go to any one. Start on the 1, count 2, 3, 4, 5 for a major third interval, and then from the last one, count 1, 2, 3, 4 for a minor third interval, and that's F sharp major chord. You can do this with every key of the 12 individual keys to get the major, or if you want 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the minor chord. Now let's continue. We covered the major scale patterns, and now we're gonna cover minor